Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Justice here. Welcome back to my channel. We're back with the reaction to The Last of Us. This is Season 1, Episode 4. Please hold to my hand. And I feel like it's missing a word there. It should probably say, please hold onto my hand. But I'm reading this off of Wikipedia. This is what it says in front of me here. So let's just roll with it. Please hold to my hand. But yeah, last episode was absolutely fantastic. I actually thought it was a masterpiece. I did see online afterwards, though, it was getting review bombed, which kind of sucks because I've always said a good story is a good story, good characters are good characters, and good acting is good acting. That last episode had all those things. So a character's sexuality shouldn't matter or shouldn't change that for you, but I guess for some people it does, which really sucks. But regardless of if you loved or hated the last episode, the journey continues because Joel and Ellie are back on the road. They got themselves a new truck, Bill's truck, and a new battery. So I'm excited to see what happens next in their adventure. And also, I did see online as well that next episode is going to be releasing a little bit early because of the Super Bowl. So as long as the Chiefs lose, this is going to be a good week. 2 episodes of The Last of Us and the Super Bowl. I'm excited. But if you guys look at my full reactions to the show, link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. That's right. Ellie's strapped now. She's been wanting a gun all season since the very first episode. Give me a gun. Can I have a gun? No. Give me a gun. No. Can I have a gun? No. Well, she's got a gun now. Back to the shaky cam a bit. I really noticed it in the first episode. Siphoning gas.
Travels against gravity because pressure.
I almost choked just fucking seeing it.
No wandering.
Okay. This is your fault then. It doesn't matter how much you push the envelope. It'll still be stationary. No pun intended. Volume 2 by Will Livingston.
Oh wow.
Volume 2. Look, you get it? What did the mermaid wear to her math class?
He's already done with her.
An algebra. Algebra. I stayed up all night, wondering where the sun went, and then it dawned on me.
Feel free to wait in the truck.
He's done with it.
Okay.
Small bonding moment there.
I got something. Here. This make you all nostalgic?
One of the things that's really surprised me about this series is they're pulling things like straight out of the game.
Something else.
Oh shit.
It's right on the reading, but it has some interesting pictures.
No.
Speaking of which,
How do you even walk around with that thing?
Please get rid of it.
Why are all these pages stuck together?
oh god.
I'm just fucking with you.
She's kind of like letting loose a bit herself. Her guard is down while his is still up. I'm really glad they included that though. That legit was straight from the game.
Where can she be? Alright, that's enough for today.
Camping out. The music, man. How can you not be impressed? The thing about these trips though, and branching out, no pun intended, every single area you stay, you never know what else is out there. You might have to clear it out first.
What am I even eating?
That is 20-year-old Chef Boyardee ravioli.
That guy was good.
I actually agree.
So can we start a fire? I'm freezing.
Now why am I going to tell you no?
Because infected will see the smoke.
No, fungus isn't that smart. This is too remote for infected anyway.
People.
People? So what are they going to do, rob us?
Well, they'll have way more in mind than that.
Rob, rape, and kill.
Okay.
Every apocalypse show you watch, at least the ones that I watch, they always say the real enemy is still human. The other people out there.
Joe!
What?
Can I ask you a serious question?
Yeah.
Why did the Scarecrow get an award?
Because he was outstanding in his field.
You did!
You already knew it!
Did you read this?
No. We'll go to sleep.
There's no way anyone knows we're here, right? No one's gonna find us.
You shouldn't.
No one's gonna find us.
I'd be sleeping in a tree, man. No way I'm sleeping at ground level out in the open. Well, they survived.
Oh, what the fuck is that?
Huh.
You don't like coffee?
It's just coffee?
It smells like burnt shit.
Takes another sip.
What's his name?
Whose name?
Your brother.
Tommy.
Younger or older?
Younger.
Why isn't he with you?
Long story.
You guys got time. He just doesn't want to tell you. He said no backstories.
Tommy's what we used to call a joiner. Dreams of becoming a hero. So he enlists in the army right out of high school. Being in the army, it didn't make him feel much like a hero. But 12 years later, outbreak happens. He convinces me to join a group making their way up to Boston, which I did. Mostly to keep an eye on him, keep him alive. That's where we met Tess.
R.I.P. Tess, man.
And Tommy meets Marlene. She talks him into joining the Fireflies. Of course, last I heard, he quit the Fireflies too. So now he's on his own out there, and I gotta go get him.
That's our next mission. We gotta find Tommy.
If you don't think there's hope for the world, why bother going on?
Keep going for family. That's about it.
I'm not family.
Your cargo. I made a promise to Tess. And she was like family. You got up pretty early if you want to grab more sleep.
I'm not even tired.
10 seconds later, she's out. Oh yeah, it's blocked. There's no getting through that. Bodies.
It's gotta be the right.
Stop! Is that the QZ? Where the fuck is Fedra?
Oh shit.
Put your seatbelt on.
Are we gonna help him?
No.
Yeah, he was faking it.
Are you okay?
For anybody wondering,
I don't think so.
right out of the game. This is so good, man. Fucker!
Hey, you see that hole? Can you squeeze through?
You're about to see Joel go off.
You crawl to that wall and you squeeze through and you don't come out until I say, okay? Go!
Go, Ellie. Alright, she's through. One down.
You motherfucker!
She's got her gun, remember that. Fuck! You fuckers attacked him! Now's your chance. You only get one shot. One opportunity.
One moment.
Ellie's on some 8 Mile shit now. Woo!
Okay, it's over. We're not fighting anymore. I'm gonna go home. I'll tell everyone you're good. I don't know what to do. We can train with you guys.
It's the risk you take.
I didn't know. I'm Brian. What's your name?
You're dying.
You can have it. It's a good night.
We're gonna take it anyway.
Get back behind the wall. No. I'm sorry. Please. We can just talk. I'm sorry. No, we can stop.
Still gets to hear it. Well, it was quick at least.
In there, I can't fit through.
There's some stuff against the door.
Can you move it? Let's go. Fast.
Right.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be more. That was intense. So well done. Straight out of the game. It's funny though. I've been watching some other reactions as well, other reactors, and they're the exact same way. Everyone that's played the game They're like, oh, that's right out of the game. This feels like the game, because it's so true. It's never been like this before. I know it annoys some people, but sorry guys. This is our fanboy show for any gamers out there.
Mark Anthony Halpin. Carrie Schreiber. Haven't seen them.
Was this girl on
The Chans.
2.5 Men?
Henry Burrell. I wonder if this is the cell where my brother was beaten to death.
Oh, you were wrong. It's gone too far.
New characters.
It has to stop now, you mean? Now that you're in the cell.
They put a gun to my head.
How the turntables. Now there's a gun to your head.
Have I satisfied the necessary conditions for you to talk?
For God's sake, I delivered you.
She's gonna kill him.
You think I won't do it?
No, I think you'll do it.
I'm your doctor.
Who did this?
We think it was outsiders.
Well, if Henry has a radio, maybe he found someone out there. Maybe he called these guys in. Will he live? What if I had a doctor?
There's no chance.
No need for a doctor now. There's always need for a doctor now, but at least not in this very moment.
Open it.
Holy shit!
This is Henry's work, and he won't stop until we stop him.
This bitch is cray
What
cray.
is this? Find every collaborator and kill them all.
Even without the Charlie Sheen obsession, this bitch is cray cray. Now we got people after us. Great. They're out in full force. Taking down all the crack houses.
They're not Fedra and they're not Fireflies, so who are they?
People, are you all right?
Yeah.
I know what it's like. First time that you hurt someone like that. I'm not good at this.
Yeah, you really aren't.
I mean, it was my fault.
He's trying.
You shouldn't have had to.
It wasn't my first time.
Show me your grip. Finger off the trigger. Thumb. Over your thumb. Left hand. Squeezes down on the right. Got it? Look it.
Man, I freaking love this. Obviously, there's no replacing his daughter, but this is still cool to see.
Shoot your damn ass off.
What is this? If I needed a hideout, I feel like this would suit all my needs right here. Be a bit more organized with my cans though. I would at least stack them up against the wall.
Henry won't let Sam starve. Double the guards around our provisions. He's fucking close. I can feel it. What?
So it seems like somebody from their group. The fuck is this?
Fuck! Let's just handle what we have to handle. We can deal with this after.
Kathleen.
After. Seal off the building for now.
I don't ever want to deal with that.
1, 2.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Straighten up. I got you.
Teamwork, y'all. For anybody that hasn't played the games, there's a lot of doing that, like some of the gameplay mechanics, like
Where'd you be without me, huh?
teamwork. You send Ellie to one section, she has to like unlock something to let you in.
Alright, we'll make our way out. Come on and I'll take a look at the city and find our way out.
We're going up 42.
I know it's nighttime now, but I would want to be out of the city already.
No.
When you know that group is searching for you.
How far?
As far as I can make it.
I'm an old man too, my knees. I definitely feel his pain.
Hey, you know that guy who said he was hurt? How did you know it was an ambush?
I've been on both sides. It was a long time ago. We did what we needed to survive.
You and Tess?
My brother, too.
Tough times.
Come on.
Give me a minute.
See some vines on the walls there in the other room.
Leave the ass. 56 years old, you little shit.
56. That's smart.
Joe!
What?
What are you doing?
I don't want someone sneaking up on us while we're sleeping.
Oh, I get it. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You should.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
Of course I'll hear it. That's the damn point.
You should have really put it on the other side of the door. So you hear it before they're in the room.
Hey,
Yeah?
when we were talking about hurting people,
I don't want to talk about it.
For once, she doesn't want to talk.
it isn't fair. Your age. Having to deal with all of this.
So it gets easier when you get older?
No, not really. But still.
She still shouldn't have to do it.
The reason I asked whether you'd hear the glass or not is because I've noticed you don't hear too well from your right side. Is it because you were shot there?
Only more from shooting. So if you want to keep your hearing, stick to that knife.
She's very observant, though.
Joel?
Hmm.
Did you know diarrhea is hereditary?
What?
It runs in your genes.
There's a small smile on his face.
That was so goddamn stupid.
You laughed,
I
motherfucker.
didn't laugh.
Yes, you did.
Yeah, he did.
I'm losing it.
You're losing it big time.
Finally, his guard's coming down a bit. Man, after everything he's been through, it's gonna bring a tear to my eye.
Joel!
Okay. What about the glass? Dang, that episode flew by. That went by quick. I feel like that was a shorter episode though. Like a half hour shorter than the last one, but still, man, that episode absolutely flew by. That's when you know, like, when you're so engaged, you don't even realize like you're approaching the end there. I thought we were about halfway through, so that was pretty crazy. All right, guys. That was The Last of Us, Season 1, Episode 4, Please Hold to My Hand, and not Please Hold Onto My Hand. And this was an interesting episode. I feel like it was more of a transition episode, like getting from point A to point B, rather than an actual point A or point B type of episode, or like a mainstay event that actually takes place. But that's okay, because sometimes with these episodes it allows for character development. I feel that's exactly what we got out of this episode between Joel and Ellie. They had a lot of real ass conversations there. They opened up, you see at the start of it too, because Joel's guard is all the way up, like he is not letting it down by any means. Then the end of it, by the end of the episode, you saw him crash. She even said it herself, like, you're losing it. I feel like he needed a good laugh, and just seeing him laugh like that, even though it's only been 4 episodes, we've seen basically ever since that initial time jump from the first episode how he has been and how he's carried himself. So to see him let his guard down like that and just kind of crack up a little bit, man, it almost brought a tear to my eye there. That was actually great to see. I love that moment between the two characters. And I feel like there was quite a few times in this episode where I was like, man, this is straight out of the game. I love this moment. I love this conversation. I love that this scene here that they're sharing between each other. So yeah, this was a really good bonding episode for Joel and Ellie. And like I said, even though it wasn't a point A or point B episode and more of a transition point A to point B, it was still good nonetheless. Like, I was engaged the entire time, like I said as well, because I didn't even know that we were at the end of the episode. So I'm not going to talk about anything that I think is going to go down next episode, because I'm pretty sure I already know. Like, those two characters are from the game. That is one thing that I will say. What happens next? I can't say. I already made a promise to you guys, for anyone that is watching this and that hasn't played the games, because even if somebody that is watching this that hasn't played the games is not a gamer at all, I still want you guys to give the game a go, or at least watch somebody else's playthrough. At the end of the season, I'm going to be playing it myself. The remake that actually came out last year, I think it was last year, near the end of last year, and not the remastered version that came out in like 2014, because I've already played the remastered version like three to five times and beat it. But the remake that came out last year, I haven't even touched yet. So I got to get my PS5 fixed, unless I buy the digital version because my disc drive broke on my PS5. But I'll figure it out regardless. At the end of the season, one way or another, I'm going to be playing the game and streaming it. So if you guys don't play it for yourself, then definitely join me on stream. But also, I still need to play, or I still need to finish off Game of Thrones, Telltale Games, Game of Thrones in those streams as well. So I'm a little bit behind with my streams, but I'll get back on track. I promise you guys. There's still a lot of time left in the year and a lot of time before the season is over. Like, another 5 weeks. So, well, I guess it'll be 4 weeks after this, another month, because we are getting another episode later on this week. It's Monday when I'm actually watching this. The next episode is supposed to air on Friday, I think. Well, I'm not sure if they're releasing it online or if it's airing on Friday. Regardless, I'm going to be watching it Friday, and I'm going to try my best to have it up for you guys. If not Saturday, Sunday at the latest. I'll have it up on Patreon Friday night for all my patrons out there. Thank you guys so much for the support as well. It really does mean a lot for all the support that you guys do give me on Patreon, because YouTube, even though these aren't getting blocked, they are getting demonetized. So the money's not really there for these reactions on YouTube, but every little bit helps, and Patreon is the best way to support, at least with the monetary value. So regardless if you guys are not a patron or not, I still appreciate all support. All that I ask, if you're watching this on YouTube, is to click that like and subscribe button down below, because that more than anything helps the algorithm, and you guys can see the numbers there. My channel could definitely use some help with the algorithm. But yeah, back to this episode, because we also saw this character Kathleen, who I don't remember from the game. So yeah, I don't know if she is the original character or not. Off the top of my head, I do not remember if she is, in fact, from the game. So I think she's new. I could be wrong about that. If I am wrong about that, then for anybody that has played the game, let me know in the comments down below. But this group that we're dealing with now, they even said, like, it's not Fireflies, it's not Fedra, it's not military, but they're pretty much like mercs out there, like mercenaries, because you saw them fully equipped. They're going house to house. Like, that town is pretty much theirs, and that QZ, that quarantine zone, has been taken down. So I'm assuming that they were initially from there, and then shit hit the fan. This is like the remaining members, and maybe they just took over from within. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of both. A few people that are left over, and a few former members of Fedra. I don't know. I could be wrong about that. Regardless, they are not to be trifled with, not to be messed with, and clearly Joel and Ellie know this. And it seems like the entire episode too, regardless, or right before the fight, never mind that fight that went down, because that gave them more reason to track down Joel and Ellie by taking out a few of their members, a few of their people. They were already on the hunt for these other two characters, Henry and Sam, if I remember correctly. I think those are the two names. And we heard about them the entire episode, like, oh, they were here, they could be there, I know where they're going. And then we saw their one attic space, that one hideout. And I feel like if I needed a hideout in the apocalypse, that place would check off a lot of boxes, because that seemed like a pretty sweet hideout. I'm actually kind of surprised that they found it so quick. But regardless, they were not even there. They were already gone, and we saw them creep up at the very end of the episode, when it was pretty clear anyway that it was Henry and Sam, the two people that Kathleen and her people and her mercs were looking for the entire episode. They stumbled upon Joel and Ellie, so I can't say what happens next. And who knows, with this show, they might switch things up a bit too. So regardless, I won't say anything now, but I'll save all my video game thoughts for how it syncs up with the video game, from the video game to the show, at the end of the next episode for that storyline. And who knows, they might even expand on it even more. But I feel like this show is doing a good job at like giving us an extended version of these events. So it seems like they're going to be doing it again here, which is pretty cool. And that's part of the reason why I really did enjoy the last episode as well, because if you look online, yes, it was getting review bombed and a lot of hatred because of gay fear, but I don't know, man, like, the characters, they were gay in the video game, so it's not like a crazy surprise, not like, it didn't feel forced at all. Like, you could definitely tell some forms of media, like TV and movies nowadays, you could definitely tell when a gay character is forced in. Like, it's not always necessary, but with this, it didn't feel forced at all. It just felt like an extended or an expanded version of the video game, and that's honestly what I love so much about it. It could have just as well been canon to the video game, aside from the ending, of course. But I'm excited to see what they do with the story, though, with the Henry and Sam characters, because we barely saw any of them this episode. So the Goddard characters are made to Joel and Ellie at gunpoint right after they had that sweet moment, too, where they're actually bonding. They're telling the jokes. I forget the actual joke, what, diarrhea, the pants, or it runs in the genes. So yeah, Joel or Ellie with her puns, man. That's straight out of the video game too. She loves her puns, so that was great to see. And one of my favorite moments, that before I go, one last thing that I did want to mention about this episode. One of my favorite moments, or just a little moment from the video game that I'm really glad that they kept for the show, was with the gay magazine, because that was one of the dead giveaways. For anybody that didn't know that Bill was gay in the video games, he had a gay porno magazine that Ellie actually stole. So when that scene actually played out on the TV show, I was like, man, or for this episode, I was like, man, I'm so glad that they kept this, because there's some scenes that, even though they're not major events, they're still iconic to the game. So all these cutscenes that we get, so I'm glad that they're actually like keeping these, and not even just keeping them, but keeping them like exact, the dialogue the exact same, the frames the exact same, the way that they're shot, the way the characters say the lines, like the actual lines that they're saying themselves is so cool, man. Because I feel like I mentioned it before, but so many times when everybody takes like a video game property from video game to TV or to film, they're like, all right, we got this perfect script here, we got all the dialogue, we got all the lines straight from the video game, but fuck all that, let's tear it all down, let's make it our own, because nobody wants to see the actual video game, just the exact same thing on screen come to life. I don't know what Hollywood has always been thinking all the years, why they think that. Maybe it's the directors, they just want to make everything their own, but man, as a fan, as a fanboy to the series, a super fan, whatever you want to call me, I want to see the exact same thing translated to film or translated to screen. And I just don't know why, or to screen, I just don't know why no previous property has ever done that. And now we're finally getting it, and now people, Hollywood, everybody's taking notice. Now people are finally listening to the fans. They're like, holy shit, after all these years, the video game fans were right. They wanted the exact same adaptation translated to screen. We've given it to them. They actually like it. The critic response is good. Gee willikers, how did this happen? Well, it's happened, and now there's no going back. Yes, you could deviate a little bit from time to time, as we saw in the last episode, but the main story, if what's fixed, or you can't fix what isn't broken. So if something works so well in the video games and you can't make it better for screen, then why change it? There's my rant for the day, but it's not really a rant. It's more of a approval and praise for the show. I just said it very angrily because so many other properties have screwed up in the past. Resident Evil, I'm looking at you because seriously, I'm also a super fan of that series, and I want for nothing more than faithful adaptations to that. I know everybody hated Welcome to Raccoon City, but that was probably my favorite adaptation, or the closest thing to it, because it was the closest thing to an actual adaptation. But yeah, that's my rant. That's my praise for the day. However you want to take it. I really enjoyed this episode. We are 4 for 4, guys. What a great series. We have 5 more to go. The next one is airing this weekend, either Friday or Saturday, whatever the frick it airs. I'll be watching it, and then I will have it up within a day or two for you guys on YouTube later that night on Patreon. But yeah, another great episode. I really did enjoy this one. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn.